Okay, so this video just covers some simple advice for cutting out the template. I just use scissors for it. You can use a utility knife, but I find it quite a bit easier with scissors. For the straight cuts, it's really straightforward. Just cut along the lines or just outside them. And try to come at stuff from the easiest angle. And kind of expose the straighter cuts and make them easier, like so. So you're going to want to leave this piece here intact. And it's important to remember, because sometimes people don't watch the videos right to the end, you want to paint that before you go much further, because it's really hard to access later on. So keep that in mind. If you're skipping through the videos later and you miss that part, remember to just get some black paint on this early as possible, and that will make the painting of it way easier later. So try to be pretty accurate with your cuts. That'll just make the model attach together more easily later on. You can see I cut out one side of it. It's pretty straightforward. It's all just straight cuts. Now, there are a few complex or rounded cuts anyways, and I want to cover that with you for a second. It's not extremely difficult or anything, but there is sort of a trick to it. Now, get your scissors to where it starts being rounded, and then instead of trying to move your scissors to follow the line, move the work instead, and just cut tiny bits off really slowly, and you'll get a nice rounded surface. And it's just as easy to cut these, I mean, as long as they're not drastic, but these inside circles will come out pretty easy too. Now, if it's much more rounded than that, you would want to use the utility knife, or else your scissors will get kind of stuck to each other in there. But these are gentle enough curves that you shouldn't have a problem. And these are about the same. There's a little bit of a challenge with this part here, so I'll show you that. Now, you're going to want to kind of expose this rounded area and then come at it from either direction from the center. I'll show you what I mean. So I'll just sort of cut, meet this up, and then follow it along. Really slow, tiny chops until you meet where you're going. And then just come from the other direction. And that pretty much covers it. Now, you don't need, I wouldn't recommend cutting out these guns, and just leave this intact for now. Whether or not it's on cardboard is fine. I would also recommend, like, these little small parts, they're easy to lose, so I would not cut them out yet. And when you cut out the hatches, these little blue parts that come off, you can just cut those right off. That's not actually part of the piece. So just cut these little blue overhanging bits right off when you cut these out. But I would actually leave this all intact right now, or else it's easy to lose those. Same with these. I mean, just cut it free from this index card paper and just leave it intact for now until you're ready to use it. It just makes finding the pieces a little bit more easy when you come to them. So, yeah, cut out most of the parts and then you're ready for the next step.